VR games can get expensive. With now thousands of titles to choose from, you might feel hesitant to constantly spend money to try out new and interesting VR games. And that's why I've gone on a journey of self-discovery over the last few weeks to try out the very best Quest games across all three stores. And I was actually blown away by the quality of some of them. And I'm going to show you what I found, all whilst trying to avoid the most popular free games that you would have already heard of. So let's get straight to it. The way I picked these games was based on potential. Most free-to-play games are early access, and that's because VR game devs are not making enough money to be full-time. And so wiping the tears away is this bad boy of a game, Laser Limbo. Available on both the Quest 2 and 3, this game uses your space for two different things. First is literally laser tag in mixed reality, and second is a wave-based shooter, where robots come out of your walls. Unfortunately, I live in England, so the houses are only 1 foot by 1 foot, but you can see the potential with larger spaces. Get a few friends together, and you could have an epic game of, well, laser tag. And the best part, it's free, and you can download this from the AppLab store. Next is for those who love Seaman, and for those who do will love this next game where you get to play as a seaman or pirate. This pirate game is called Sail, and you might have already heard of it because it's amazing. Available on Quest 2 and 3, this Sea of Thieves game is basically Sea of Thieves in VR. The scope is incredible and you have a huge map to explore, pirates to murder, loot to collect, skeletons to kill and treasure to find. Obviously it's an early access and is slightly buggy, but this genuinely has the potential to be huge. You can upgrade and choose your ship by cosmetics and travel at the speed of sound across the seas. I'm quite susceptible to motion sickness, and even though I'm going Mach 3 across the water, it was actually pretty easy on my sea legs. There are in-game purchases which I hope the dev is making money from, because this game needs to get an official release. I mean, listen to this ambience. Sail is probably the best free game out there based on its potential, and it's available now on AppLab. For the next game, I'll start by reading one of the reviews, just so you get an idea of how good it is. I don't even have to go into the game yet, and this is my top 3 favourite game. The time you put into the game devs just to bring back Echo is the nicest thing I've seen a human do. You guys truly are my favourite human beings. God bless you. Yes, Echo Arena has made a return, and I got to be honest, this is a pretty good clone with a clockwork aesthetic. I want to give this game more praise, but I was the only player in the entire game apparently. But it still didn't stop me from dominating the other team. But in all seriousness, if you have a squad together, you can play Echo Arena right now. And I hope this game does launch officially, because if it does, Echo Arena is back. Now, I'm going to need a quick toilet break and a drink before I play the next game, and you're going to need to too if you do. And so I'm just going to hop on Water Drinking Simulator, available on SideQuest, to drink some virtual water and get ready for this. The Passage. A game that I loved back in the day was Limbo, and that's for its incredible horror aesthetic, and it was clearly the influence for this game. I was going to show you from the beginning, but I didn't press record and I absolutely refused to play this game from the start again, because it is truly terrifying. If you have a fear of caves and giant spiders. The game looks beautiful, and I wish VR games especially would lean into this unique art style look, because it really works well in VR, but my god is this game horrific in the best way. And the fact it's free is also a bonus, especially with quality like this. I think a Limbo style VR game would work really well, and this game is available on SideQuest and is about 20 minutes long. It's definitely worth playing if you love spiders. Next is a free-running game called Freerunner Championships. Clearly inspired by Mirror's Edge, this free-running game has you running to beat the top score. With 5 different maps to choose from, this game will have you wall running, sliding, jumping and zipping down zip lines. The game is slightly janky here and there, but all in all pretty good and gives off heavy Mirror's Edge vibes. The nature of the permanent leaderboards is a nice touch, as you're constantly trying to improve your times. Freerunning Championships is available on AppLab. Now, unfortunately, you might need another drink from Water Drinking Simulator, because we're heading back into another horror game. The Backrooms is something we all love. Creepy liminal spaces in combination with a beautiful licorice monster. But it's never really done right inside VR. Well, the game NoClip VR gives this a good go with some really cool extras. This full multiplayer horror game has you walking around liminal levels, all with different puzzles to complete, and it has tag-like multiplayer where you can play as the monster and has a load of levels to pick from. For a free game, there really is a lot to offer. You can also buy extras which gives you access to all the other levels, but the free version has plenty to offer, and if you're looking to up your heart rate, then NoClip VR is the place to go. NoClip is available from within the Quest store. Now, before I show you the last two games, I want to show you something that's more of an experience, but my god is it a good one. Inside Horizon Worlds is a game called The Titanic Experience, and initially I thought this was just a static ship, but my god, I was wrong. I really don't spend much time in Horizon Worlds, but this was seriously impressive. You essentially go through the entire experience of the ship, hitting the iceberg, the boats lowering, the orchestra, and even the ship splits in half. I was blown away that you could even do this inside Horizon Worlds, and to be honest, it made me want to spend a bit more time here, because even though graphically it doesn't look like much, it really was an incredible experience. And an experience this good even had kids questioning what it must have been like.
Imagine how hard that was for the people actually in life.
Which goes to show the impact of an experience like this. You can try the Titanic Experience directly from within Horizon Worlds. The last two games are more on the popular side of things, and the first one is Yeeps, and takes the same concept as Gorilla Tag and turns it into, well, a creative based hide and seek game. While essentially the same concept, there are a few differences. To start, you can build, and there is more of a focus on creativity and, well, fun. The social aspect is clearly the focus, and I really hope Yeeps stay free because it only just launched on AppLab and has incredibly high ratings, and here's part of the trailer. The last game is Shootout, and while this isn't the typical game I go for, the main thing that stands out is the unique weapon customization system. You can pick rockets, grappling hooks, shotguns, pistols, rocket launchers, and combine them with modifiers to alter the way the weapon behaves. The movement and gunplay is kind of typical of this kind of game, but it does have a leaderboard and progression system. If they lean more into the customizability, this game could be great. Shootout is free and available for AppLab. It's been a while since I made a free VR game video, and I was genuinely surprised at the quality of some of them. I'll definitely be making more frequent free game videos in the future because there's literally thousands to choose from across the store. Anyway, like and subscribe if you like the video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.